Hey everybody, Joe from MTX here to talk to you today about our new FPR series shallow subwoofers. You know, as cars are getting smaller, gas is getting more expensive, a lot of people don't want to put a huge enclosure in the trunk of their car, but they still want great bass performance. You know, maybe you've got golf clubs you're toting around, maybe you've got kids in a stroller, maybe you're one of those extreme couponers and you've got a trunk full of groceries all the time. So you're looking for a bass solution that is not only going to save you space, but is also going to give you that great bass that you're looking for. Well, MTX has a solution for you. Our new FPR series subwoofers. So as you can see, right here I've got one of our FPR 12-04s, and next to it I've got one of our T8012s. And what I'm showing you here is just a reference point. As you can see, this FPR 12 has a really shallow mounting depth, 3.375 inches compared to over 7 inches for this 12-inch. Comparably, this is a 500 watt RMS subwoofer, this one is 400 watts, so we're not giving up a lot of wattage, but we're gaining a lot as far as shallow mounting depth goes. Now these FPRs are also available in a 10-inch, which is this guy right here, and he also has the same shallow mounting depth that this 12 does. Now these subwoofers are available in single 4 or single 2 ohm impedances. What that means is that if you want to maximize the efficiency and the power of your amplifier, you can get a single 2 ohm if you're going to run one. If you want to run 2 in your car, single 4 ohm wired at 2, you're going to be able to maximize the power that that amplifier is going to be able to put out. So you're saying, Joe, yeah, they're shallow, but how good a bass do they produce? Well, I'm really happy to tell you that these MTX subwoofers are true subwoofers. They're not mid-bass drivers dressed up like subwoofers like some other manufacturers that are out there. The 12-inch will play as low as 22 hertz. The 10-inch will play down to 28 hertz. Sensitivity on these guys is 83 dB, 1 watt 1 meter for the 12, 82 dB, 1 watt 1 meter for the 10. So a couple of cool features about these as to why they can get such great performance in such a small design. One, it's got a patent pending design. Our engineers looked at our old flat subwoofer, which is also a great subwoofer, and they said, how can we make it better? So they changed a couple of things for 2012. First off, they've got a new way to connect the spider to the cone. So when you look on the inside of this, you'll notice that the spider is actually not connected to the basket. It's actually connected to the front plate of the subwoofer. What that allows us to do is get more excursion, more X-max, which is going to help create more volume displacement when the sub's moving. Additionally, we changed the cone this year. We went from a flat polypropylene cone to a more curved design polypropylene cone with the addition of an aluminum dust cap. Now what that does is it increases the surface area of the cone so that we can move more air along with that X-max to increase our volume displacement. And that aluminum dust cap helps get heat away from the voice coil as the subwoofer is playing. Internally, the subwoofer actually has got a bigger voice coil this year than it did last year. We're up to a 2-inch aluminum voice coil, so it can handle a lot of power and it can play all day long is what you're looking for. Additionally, we incorporate a couple of other technologies into these subs. First is our spider plateau venting technology. You'll notice on the outside of these subwoofers these nice silver grills. Those are actually not there just for looks, they actually are functional. As the subwoofer moves on its positive-negative cycle, cool air is drawn in targeting the voice coil, warm air is pushed out away from the voice coil, helping it to play longer and to play louder. You'll also notice that we are using the 8-gauge compression terminals on the speaker connections. That allows you to get a much better connection and you just save yourself some parts. You don't need a spade terminal or something else in order to connect it. It's very easy to strip your speaker wire, pop it right on there. You can use up to an 8-gauge speaker wire and minimize the wattage loss coming from the amplifier to the sub. Cool thing about these is the enclosure size that they work in. They are optimized for a sealed enclosure. The 12-inch will work in as little as 3/4 of a cubic foot of airspace, and the 10-inch will work in as little as a half a cubic foot of airspace. So for your trunks, your convertibles, if you have a regular car and you just don't want to have a huge sub in the back, these are great solutions. 400 watts RMS on the 12, 300 watts RMS on the 10. I guarantee you try them out, you're going to be super impressed, especially those of you that have trucks that you needed a subwoofer either behind the seat or underneath the seat. I dare you to find a sub that performs better than these at the price that you can get them for. So anyway, if you have any questions on FPR subs or anything else, give us a call, 1-800-CALL-MTX. Check us out online or on Facebook, or just leave a question here at the YouTube page. Thanks for your time.